I like it too, actually. Good morning. Good morning for another NSL talk session. It's a rainy and foggy Friday morning, but there's always a good thing about bad weather. We have time to do some things that we cannot do when everybody is busy, and I'm introducing the Brit chicks, including our UK correspondent for the NSL News, Jo Hawley. There she is. I have the honor to hand it all over to Jo now. Please take it from here.
Thank you very much. Yes, a very kind of special interview we have today. Not just Brit interviewing, but also being interviewed. We're going to talk particularly to Leslie Gale, award-winning journalist, big way organiser extraordinaire, but for our purposes today, outside centre of the Brit Chicks 8-way team. So maybe we could start, Leslie, by hearing a bit about the history of the Brit Chicks and what it's all about.
What's this all about? Well, Brit Chicks was an organisation that started in 2002. What we wanted to do was to increase the percentage of women in the sport and increase the standard of women in the sport. And what we felt was because 48% of women were starting in the sport doing their first jump, but only 13% of them were staying, then we wanted to give them some role models and show them that skydiving is not just for boys. In fact, girls are really good at skydiving. and we started off by setting records. In 2002, we set a 40-way British women's skydiving record and also a 50-way British women's skydiving record. Then in 2004, we set a 60-way skydiving record, and in 2007 we did the world famous Red Cross formation. And what we found is that we have been able to grow the percentage of women in the sport. We're up to, it's a bit difficult because the BPA doesn't actually record on its database whether you're male or female, but by going through the genders of who is Miss and who is Ms and etc., then we estimate that it's now around about 18 to 20% of women in the sport. And I think if you actually look around you, then I would say that the number of active women in the sport is probably around about a third in the UK, because of course the membership includes people who do 10 jumps a year or just get the magazine or whatever. So we feel that we've been able to grow the percentage of women in the sport, and then the quality has really gone through the roof. You've only got to go through the national to see how many great women skydivers there are in the sport. Obviously this coincided with the advent of women's four-way, but because we have such great talent in the UK amongst British women, we just wanted to put an all-female 8-way team together.
Oh, fantastic.
Most especially because 8-way is more about precision than about power, which is something that women excel in, and because it's all about teamwork, which I think it's a great thing about women in the sport and in a team, is that in a guys team you do tend to get that thing of they're kind of competing to be the best in the team, but I think women are just much better generally at wanting the whole team to come on, and you can really certainly see that with our team. There's a great sense of spirit and of just wanting to get the best out of everyone.
Does that make Fikos the token man? But he's not complaining, so that's okay. So tell us a bit about how training has gone this year.
Training's been fantastic. We've done 2 training camps. We did one in Rayford with Kirk Burnett at the Paraclete Wind Tunnel, and one in the UK with Marco Arrigo at Hillestow. We've also done some training over the winter in the Bodyflight Wind Tunnel, because we changed 3 team members last year, so the Bodyflight Wind Tunnel really helped us show the new girls what 8-way was all about, if you like, and then we got in the air and discovered just how far apart you can get if you're not in the wind tunnel. But
We
really
love those walls.
the progress that we've made this year, especially considering that we've changed, nearly half of the team, has been really great. Well, as we all know, I think the last camp, the last few days, we started, sometimes you work away for ages and it seems like you're not getting so much better, and then suddenly it seems that you go on a steep rise, and all that hard work sort of pays off, and I think that's where we've been. So hopefully we're peaking now at the World Cup.
Fantastic. Well, tell us a bit about your experience at the World Cup. How have you been finding it so far?
just great. We're halfway through. We're at round 5. I guess our goal when we came here was to see all our scores in double figures, and so far we're making that. We got 10 on the first round, 10 on the second, 11, and a 13. So we're we're definitely going in the right direction, and more than that, the feel of the jumps has been really great. It feels as though we're all out there just going for it. We're not skydiving cautiously, but we're not crashing and burning either. We're just putting a lot of focused energy into it. And as you've seen, as my inside centre, I've been smiling away in a lot of the jumps. So yeah.
I don't smile back, I need to focus on this
concentrating. May I ask a question too? I have to say that I do miss those red jumpsuits. What happened? That's sad. That was sad to me. Like,
well, we loved the red jumpsuits. They were a legacy, if you like, from the Red Cross formation, where we dressed in red to build the Red Cross. And we wore those the first time we did the Nationals, which was 2 years ago in 2009. Then we were just a scratch team. Then we had proper team suits made, and we wore them in 2010. And the judges found that when we put them onto the particular system that they were using at the Nationals last year, that they felt that they degraded and they found it difficult to see the points. And we unfortunately got a lot of busts at Nationals last year. We lost 11 points to busts. And some of those we can see, maybe 2 or 3 we can see, but others of them we really felt that we couldn't quite really see them. Sorry.
Did you know that the German national forward team jumped in red jumpsuits at the World Meet 1989?
Well, the standard has got a lot better, hasn't it? I do appreciate one thing I feel about the judging is that they still tend to use very small screens and equipment which isn't the highest quality viewing that we have available. The standard in camera technology and the standard in screens has really come a long way, and so is the standard of the sport. And I feel perhaps that the equipment that judges are using could be brought up to date. I'm sure I'm not making any friends here with the judges. But surely they could use, they're locked in a little room with a little tiny screen. Maybe they could use a big screen and to use the high definition video quality which is available, because we can see, and we like the red suits too, and we could see it much better on Stickles' camera than when it went onto the system.
Here's a quiz.
Later be, and we're very happy with our black jumpsuits this year with the beautiful butterfly motifs designed by Alien Shell.
Alright, here's a quiz. There's still one red team around actually actively. Who is that?
Monaco.
There goes the money. Yes. All right, well, I think that was very fun and very nice to have you here, guys. Brit, Chicks, thank you very much. Joe, Leslie, and everybody. Good luck for the rest of the competition, and thanks again.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Mum.